Hi all. In 1960, Bobby Fischer lost a game to Mr. Boris Spassky, who started with King's Gambit in that game. It is said that after that loss, Bobby Fischer was in tears. And in 1961, that is 1 year later, Fischer came back with this new defense, which was called a bust to King's Gambit. And Fischer announced publicly that King's Gambit is officially busted. Bobby himself, however, kept on playing with King's Gambit, and he won all the three tournament games in which he played it. In fact, in 1964, he played around 18 exhibition matches and he played King's Gambit in 18 exhibition matches, and a fantastic one amongst those is the one which we are going to see today. This particular game is known as Sweet 16 because Bobby won it in 16 moves. Bobby's opponent in this game was William Nyman, who was playing with black pieces. So Bobby started with the e4, e5, f4, e captures on f4, that's King's Gambit accepted. Bishop to c4, this is known as the Bishop's Gambit. d5, bishop captures on d5, knight to f6, knight to c3, bishop to b4, knight to f3, and both players castled king's side. And here Nyman captured the knight on c3. D captures on c3 and c6, kicking away this bishop, which is defending the e4 pawn, and thus bishop to c4, and not capturing the e4 pawn immediately, but first queen to b6 check. And the idea is that after king to h1, knight to e4, threatening knight to f2 with a fork on the king and the queen, and can also lead to a windmill attack unless Bobby captures it with his rook. So king to h1 was played, and knight to e4, queen to e1, preventing knight to f2, rook to e8, bringing it in line with the white queen, and bishop to f4. In this position, it might look otherwise, but this position is actually bad for black. This is because after knight to e5 or knight to g5, there is a triple attack coming on the f7 square. And this, in order to protect himself, black will have to lose one of its pieces. And although black is already bad, the best move in this position is to play queen to c5, which will protect both the e5 as well as the g5 squares. These squares are already protected by one of the other black pieces. But black here played knight to d6, and this also looks like a good move as there is a double attack on the bishop as well as on the queen. But Fischer said, Mr. William, I don't need my queen. And Fischer captured the knight on d6, sacrificing his queen. And William captured Bobby's queen on e1. Rook captures on e1, and now there is a threat of checkmate on e8. So bishop to d7, protecting, and knight to g5 with the triple attack I was talking about on f7 square. There are many variations here, and black is losing in all of them. The one which black saw was black tries to protect by bishop to e6, and after bishop to e6, if pawn takes, then simply rook to f8, checkmate. To prevent this checkmate, black here played knight to a6, protecting this f8 square. Bobby here played a move And okay, I showed you the move, but Bobby played this move and black resigned. So Bobby captured on f7 with rook, and in this position black resigned. Black overlooked the fact that there is a double check coming up on the king, and if black tries to move anything other than the king, then any of these pieces or any of the pawns, then simply a rook to f8 checkmate, because there is nowhere the king can go. Even if like so black has to move its king in this position. If king moves to h8, then firstly this bishop is already lost. But the other thing is that if it can be bishop to e5, threatening bishop to g7 attack, and there is simply no solution against this bishop to g7 attack. So let's say if rook to g8 protecting, then bishop to g7 check, and after rook to g7, rook to f8, rook to g8, and rook to g8 checkmate. And black will have its three pieces sitting in a corner watching Bobby destroy their king. So that was a fantastic chess game, the King's Gambit game by Bobby, also having a queen's sacrifice by him. You can find the link to our latest videos in the description below. To keep watching such interesting videos, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get all the notifications. And till the next video, have fun playing chess. Courageous, signing off.